The genocide against Christians in Nigeria took an egregious turn for the worse this weekend. So Truth Nigeria's Mike Ode James joins us now. Mike, what is happening on the ground?
Well, what's happening today, a few days ago on the 14th of this month, 13th down, is a kind of massacre. The state government says 59 persons were killed in Benue State in a village called Yelawata, that is in Benue State. And Benue is a Christian-dominated state. We are about 6 to 7 million Nigerians living in Benue, and over 97% of them are Christians. They are Baptists, they are Methodists, they are Catholics, and then we have local churches called MKST, Hokin, and Ekwa. But about a week ago, on Saturday, Fulani extremists, terrorists, stormed into Yelawata and then slaughtered a whole lot of people. Not just slaughtering, not just macheting. They locked some people up the way the Hamas locked Israelis up 2 years or 1 year ago, and then doused the houses with gasoline and then set them ablaze. Babies were burnt. And then some of them that were about running were gunned down. And some also were cut from behind with machete. The government says 59 persons were killed, but the people on ground said over 100 were killed. Amnesty International so will list that. And the Pope himself said close to 200. So it doesn't really matter the figure. But what actually matters is this: Christians are being slaughtered in gruesome manner in Nigeria's Middle Belt, where Christians predominate, and unfortunately, nothing is happening.
That's my question, Mike. I've talked to you on several of these videos. I've talked to some of your colleagues, Lawrence and Masara. We've had a lot of these videos about Nigeria, and the world stays silent. It's almost like this doesn't register in the world's conscious. Why do you think the world and the media, for the most part, completely ignore this story?
Well, Raj, I got to thank you, Christian Broadcasting Network, and you particularly, Raj. And I have to thank Equipping the Persecuted for coming to bring these killings to light. And I also have to thank Pope for also mentioning our names. And I will tell you why these killings don't really come to light in Nigeria. If you go to the northwest, that is in Borno, Yobe, and Adamawa, the epicenter of Boko Haram, almost Nigerian soldiers, I don't know, but I estimate over 90% of Nigerian armed forces are over there in Borno, and they are killing the terrorists, the Islamic jihadists. They are killing them. If you go to the northwest, we also see Fulani terrorists being decimated by the Nigerian army. But in the Middle Belt, we don't see that. The media doesn't report that much. We don't see the killings. And if you ask, it is like, that is why we say it's a genocide. The government just simply wants us to go. They don't want to have anything to do with us. It's like we are a sore thumb to them. I once told you that in northern Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, we have over 45 million Christians in northern Nigeria. And when you talk about the total population of northern Nigeria, it's just about 110 million. So now we have over 45 million Nigerians who are Christians in northern Nigeria, including people like me. We have about 6 million in southern Kaduna, we have them in Taraba, we have them in Nasarawa, we have them in Plateau, and these are the epicenter where the killings happen. Now, the government do not report this, do not want, I don't know, the previous government that's under Muhammad Buhari, who is a Fulani man, passed the killings as herders farmers clash. So, but when we define it as no, this is genocidal killing, and it's prompted by land grabbing, they get angry. So, and they started suppressing the press from carrying out the report out of these killings. They don't want the press to carry it out. Unfortunately, a new president has come and he has liberalized the space. And that is why you can see, to a certain extent, the media are carrying it half-heartedly. If it were under the former president, it will not happen.
You know, everyone obviously is made in the image of God, and every death born around the world. But this isn't, a war between, say, Ukraine and Russia. This is indiscriminate, bombings that, casualties happening in civilian areas. I was talking to Lawrence, one of your colleagues, and there was a technical issue with the video, unfortunately. But he did this story about how they murdered a 9-month-old baby, and he sent me photos. Obviously, we can't show them here. Maybe we can show them blurred out, of this 9-month-old baby who was executed. Not, shrapnel hit that person because they were in a war zone. Like executed.
Yeah.
And it seems like this isn't, a war where civilians get hurt. This seems like a very intentional, very purposed eradication and genocide and slaughter of specifically Christians in Nigeria. Does that sound accurate?
Very, very accurate. Very accurate, Raj. You see, these people are doing it with impunity. They come, they are maybe about 40 bikes, 20 bikes, and each bike having 3 riders. And some of them have AK-49, and some of them have machete. And when they come, you know what they do? They slaughter, they machete, they slash these people on purpose, just the way Hamas did to some Israelis the other time around. And you know why they keep on doing that? They are not being challenged. I have never seen a picture or a video showing that the Nigerian military gunned down these terrorists. I've not seen that. You understand? And I've not seen where they say, okay, we have arrested 20 terrorists, we have taken them to court to be prosecuted. So they know that, look, they are emboldened by the fact that the state is not protecting us. The leftover of Buhari administration is what is happening. We are being massacred. We are being murdered. We are being killed, and the world is not talking about it. And that is why I started by thanking CBN, by thanking equipping the persecuted, and also by thanking the Pope. This is the first time in over 8 years that newspapers, foreign media will come and start saying such things. Start exposing this killing. These people have been deliberate. They even post it on most social media. They'll say, yeah, we know this is your land, but we are going to take it from you.
Well, Mike, we are going to be praying for you, and God bless you, and God bless the important work you're doing. We're praying for your safety. We're praying for the Christian church in Nigeria. Mike, we're going to, tragically have you back on soon, because this is a reoccurring tragedy. But Mike, as for now, thank you again, and God bless, my friend.
Thank you, Raj, and God bless you too.